Well, the London Underground is completely shut down. It's a total lockdown. All our members are out and it's a complete close down. On the mainline railway, the National Railway, the company is attempting to run about 20% of the services, but our members are out completely solidly. They're picketing all over the country, from the north of Scotland down to the south of Cornwall, and the strike is completely effective. Now, we don't want that to continue. We want a negotiated settlement. It's unfortunate we've had to do that. But as far as the action is concerned, our members are rock solid and determined to see it through. Well, with TfL, we've got major problems. They're saying that they want to cut their pension contributions by a third, which will mean drastic reductions to our members' benefits and a poorer life in retirement. They're also suggesting massive changes in working practices that will make our members' lives unbearable in many cases. So that will go on until we are able to get a settlement. But the key to that is that the government is holding Mayor Khan to ransom. They've cut £2 billion from the funding, and he's into a position now where he's going to have to cut back on the bus network, cut many routes, and he's also talking about cuts to the tube services that will have the effect of cutting one tube line out of the system. It won't be one particular line, but the level of funding cuts will have the effect of one tube line closing. That is intolerable for Londoners, and it's purely at the behest of Grant Shapps and Rishi Sunak. We don't want to cause these problems, but we feel we've got no choice. We've been pushed into a corner, and we feel this is a defensive strike. They've got their tanks on our lawn in this situation. Last night we got a compulsory redundancy notice instead of a pay offer from Network Rail, and everywhere we go we've got massive attacks. The railway pension scheme is being attacked, the London Underground pension scheme is being attacked. We were told last week that all new entrants to the railway will actually be on lower salaries and longer working hours, so they're escalating this dispute every time we sit down and talk to them. They've got to back off from that position, and then we've got to work out how we settle the dispute.
Do you feel that Sadiq Khan is on your side, that he understands the concerns of your workers, or do you feel that he has been forced to do the government's dirty work, if you like?
I think there's a bit of both of that. I think he's got sympathy for workers. I don't think he wants to dilute the system. I don't think he wants instinctively to attack our workers. But in order to get a deal, I'm afraid what he's done is put our members' terms and conditions and their pension scheme on the altar as something that can be cut. We wish he hadn't done that, but we do support the idea that you get a fully funded London Underground. It's vital to this city, and it's vital to the British economy, and vital to the environment that we have a properly funded London Underground and TfL network in the main. But we also need the National Rail network feeding into that, because of course London is the hub of much of that railway activity. So the two things are connected. £4 billion as cuts implemented by Grant Shapps is not sustainable, and we need to get a solution to that.